Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome. And welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, I'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for March 3rd, 2021. Now, overall, man, it was a good show. It was a good show. A great final show before a Revolution. Great build up. We had some great matches on this show too. Some good matches. But my favorite match on this show was that six-man tag with FTR versus the Jurassic Express. I thought that was the best match on the show. But everything else was good too. But if I had to choose like a match of the night, that six-man tag was my match of the night. And so yeah, this is the AEW Dynamite review on the Ryan Awesome Show for March 3rd, 2021. And if you haven't done this already, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, click that subscribe button. And when you click that subscribe button, there's a bell right next to it. Click on that bell, and you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out. I'm here each and every single week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and you turn on that bell for all notifications so you don't miss out. And so yeah, we started off the show with the mixed tag team match. Well, now with this match, like going into it, I didn't care about the match. I thought the match was gonna be bad and stuff like that. But by the end of the night, man, it was not bad. It was actually a great match to start off the show. And so yeah, it was Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson in his corner and Red Velvet versus Shaquille O'Neal and Jade Cargill. And so yeah, one thing that I caught, when Shaq was making his entrance, when Shaq and Jade Cargill was making an entrance, they did not wipe their feet off. They did not wipe their feet before they stepped in the ring. And, that's a tradition. Like when you first step in a professional wrestling ring, you're supposed to wipe your feet off. You're supposed to wipe your feet off like you wipe your foot off the doormat or stuff like that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wipe your feet off before you step foot in the ring. It shows respect. And so yeah, I thought that was really disrespectful that they didn't wipe their feet off. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, we started off the match. We had Shaq. He was using his power against Cody Rhodes. And then Cody, he tries to chop. He tried to chop, knife edge chop Shaq. But Shaq, he no sold it and chopped Cody Rhodes. And we had a back body drop to Cody Rhodes. And then Jade Cargill, she tags herself in. She went one-on-one with Red Velvet. We had a kick. We had a kick to Red Velvet. It was kind of like it was a botch a little bit. She didn't really kick her in the face. And, we had Jade, she did her push-ups. And we had a diving crossbody to Cargill. And then at one point, they were outside of the ring. You had Austin Gunn, who's a part of the Nightmare family. The Gun Club, they're a part of the Gun Club, they're a part of the Nightmare family. And so you had Austin Gunn, he had a chair in his hand. And he hit Shaq with the chair from behind. And Shaq no-sold it. He turned around. He dragged Austin Gunn out of the crowd, threw him on the ground, slammed him on the ground, and he attacked his brother, Austin Gunn's brother, and beat him down too. And then he beat down QT Marshall too. So he beat up three guys. And so yeah, we had Red Velvet. Yeah, right after that, we had Red Velvet. She got on the top rope, dude. She got on the top rope and hit a outside moonsault on everybody, on Cody, on Jade, on Shaq, on everybody that was outside the ring. She hit that outside moonsault, better than Charlotte Flair moonsault. And so yeah, and then right after that we had Jade Cargill. She brought out a table. She set it up outside the ring. And then Jade, yeah, Velvet. She brought out a table. She brought out a table too. So it's two tables. And so we had Shaq in the ring, in the middle of the ring. He had a power bomb on Cody Rhodes. It looked like a jackknife. It was like a jackknife power bomb. And then right after that, we had Cody. He slammed Shaq. And so yeah, the ladies they were back in the ring, and we had Jade. She had a double A spine buster to Velvet, and then Cody he stopped the pin. He stopped the pin. And so yeah, Shaq he was on the ring. He was standing on the ring apron, and then Cody he ran at Shaq, like dove on him, and they both crashed outside the ring, and they both crashed into the table. So both of the tables that was outside the ring, they went through those tables. And so yeah, Shaq he was knocked out, and we had Red Velvet. She had a spear on Cargill, and Cargill she kicked out. I thought that was the end of that right there. And so yeah, Cargill she kicked out of that, and we had Cargill. She gave Red Velvet a glam slam. So shades of Beth Phoenix right there. So she had the glam slam on Velvet to win the match. So therefore, Jade Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal they win the match. And so yeah, that was it. The only thing I didn't like about this match, even though it was a good match and everything, I did not agree with the outcome. Cody and Red Velvet should have won. But yeah, and I'll give him another thing. I'll give him another thing. It was smart of AEW to start off the show with this match, because I did not see this show. I did not see this match main event tonight. I did not see it main eventing. So it was smart. It was a smart move on AEW by putting this match first. To start off the show with a bang, and they started off the show with a bang, dude. And so yeah, and yeah, right after that, yeah, another thing. Since Cody and Red Velvet lost, we might be getting more of this. I don't know what they do next, but I think we might be getting more than this. And so yeah, and right after that we had Shaq. Yeah, Shaq he was loaded up in the ambulance. Shaq he was still knocked out from that table shot. He was knocked out, and they were loading him up in the ambulance. And yeah, that was it. That was it with the match. I think everybody looked good. Shaq looked good as a big guy. Cody did a great job by making Shaq look strong. And Red Velvet, she looked good. That moonsault was the best part on that match. Was one of the best spots in the match. And Cargill, she looked good. Like physically, she looks good physically, and she looked good. She looked good tonight. But yeah, that was it with the match. And so right after they loaded up Shaq in the ambulance, you had Tony Schiavone. He had a microphone. He was standing right by the ambulance, the same ambulance that they loaded up Shaq in. And so he had a microphone in his hand, getting ready to interview Shaq. And I was like, dude, what is he doing? I was like, what is Schiavone doing? Like, do you know that Shaq is being loaded up in the ambulance? And so Schiavone, he was like, yeah, I know, I can see Shaq is being loaded up in the ambulance and stuff like that, but I want answers. I want to know what's going on and stuff like that. And so Tony Schiavone, he opened up the door. He opened up the back of the ambulance door, and he looked inside. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. Shaq was not there. And yeah, and then right after that, Schiavone, he was like, wait, hold up. This can't be. I just saw him got loaded up in the ambulance. Where did he go? And so yeah, that was it. It was it with that. And so right after this match, yeah, right, not after the match. Well, you can say after the match too. After the segment, we went to a match, a straight match, a squash match, and it was the Death Triangle. That's Pac and Ray Fenix, 2/3 of the Death Triangle, versus some enhancement talent. I think I only got one of their names, John Skylar and D3. I think that's what their names are. Yeah, it really don't matter because they lost. They lost, so it don't really matter what their names are. And so yeah, we had a 450 splash to Skylar. I think that was his name, Skylar. A 450 splash to one of these guys, followed up by a Phoenix driver from Phoenix to win the match. So that was it. That was it with the match. Quick, very quick match. And so yeah, right after this, we had the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho and MJF's press conference. So the Inner Circle came out. It was Chris Jericho, MJF, Wardlow, Proud and Powerful, Santana Ortiz, and Jake Hager wasn't there. Jake Hager was not there. And so yeah, we had Dasha. I have parts of the video. And so yeah, we had Dasha. She was in the middle of the ring, moderating the group, the press conference. And so we had one person. He got up on the microphone. We didn't even hear a word that this guy said. He asked a question. We didn't even hear nothing he said. so the mic was going out. You heard people in the audience say, "We can't hear you" and stuff like that. And so Jericho, he answered a question. He answered a question. He said that he's been Jericho. He said that it's been a year since he lost the AEW World Championship, and then he says that he's a 7-time tag team champion with partners such as The Rock and Paul Wight, aka The Big Show. And Jericho says that MJF is better than both of them, than both The Rock and The Big Show. And they will win the tag team titles at Revolution. And then right after this, we had Conrad Thompson. Conrad Thompson, he got up on the microphone. He had his question. He had a question. And so this is what he had to say. And so
Conrad Thompson here from Grilling JR. The fighting is over. What are the odds of letting Sammy Guevara back in the inner circle?
Oh my God, turkey tits! You can right now.
oh my God.
I said I never wanted to hear that name again, you fathead! Get out of here, Thompson! Go back to Nebraska! Get out of here! Go! Leave! Next question! Shut your mouth, dude! Next question!
And so yeah, that's what Thompson had to say. He was asking about Sammy Guevara. And MJF, he called my man a turkey tits. That was funny. That was funny. And so yeah, and so we had another question. We had another question from someone named from Barstool Sports, and they asked, why did they attack Papa Buck last week? And so MJF said that it was self-defense, and that Papa Buck got blood on his custom-made suit. And so MJF says that they would do what they would do to the Bucks would be worse than what they did to Papa Buck. And so yeah, Santana, he grabbed the mic. This is what he had to say.
Oh boys, did y'all really think it was a smart idea bringing your bitch ass pops down here?
Oh, snap.
Especially knowing there isn't a line that the inner circle wouldn't cross. You boys need to do better. Y'all need to do better.
And so yeah, Santana. So right after that, we had Eric Bischoff, him again, getting involved with the inner circle. So he came out and he asked Jericho. He asked if Jericho knows the condition of Papa Buck, and where does pissing off the Bucks rank in his bad ideas. And then Jericho said he doesn't care about the Bucks condition. He don't care about Papa Buck's condition. And so the Young Bucks, they came out with their music. I don't know why. Why do these people need to come out to their theme music? Just come out to the ring. And so yeah, Nick, he grabbed the mic. He said that he knew they would try to hurt their friends, but they had no idea that they would hurt their father. And so Matt, they said that their father is the greatest father in the world, and that their father taught them about love and fairness, and all the things Jericho and MJF's father didn't teach them. And so Matt says that their father built them their first wrestling ring when they couldn't afford for them to when they couldn't afford to go to college. And so the Bucks said that that DIY spirit is what makes the Young Bucks what they are. And so Matt, he says that without their dad, there will be no Young Bucks and no AEW. And so Matt, he says that without AEW, MJF will still be waiting for a call from the Rosie O'Donnell show. And Matt Jackson, he said that without AEW, Chris Jericho would be jerking the curtain at the Performance Center. So I thought that was really funny. And so the Bucks, they super kicked Jericho and MJF. And in the inner circle, they attacked the Bucks. And you had Brandon Cutler, he came out to try to save the Bucks. And then, the referees was breaking it up. And you had Gallows and Anderson, they came out to help. But they set up a table. And so they put the Proud and Powerful. They put Proud and Powerful on those tables. I think Ortiz, it was on the stage. There was one on the stage and there was one by ringside. And so Ortiz, he was on the one by the entrance ramp. And and Santana was on the ring side, and so they dove off. He dove off the stage. He dove off the stage, not off the stage, but he dove off the tunnel, the heel tunnel, and dove onto Ortiz. And so Matt, he ran off the stage, jumped off the stage, and he did a elbow drop on Santana. And so yeah, that was it. That was the end of it. But yeah, I love this segment too. Love this segment. And so yeah, right after this, we had a video package of the barbed wire death match, exploding barbed wire death match, and they explaining it what the hell is a exploding barbed wire death match. And so yeah, they explaining it. So here's what they had to say.
Woke up in the morning without the AEW World Championship. I knew that I would do whatever it takes. I would crawl through barbed wire and landmines, whatever it takes. Turns out that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. I'm the one that's gonna name the match. If we beat you up, you just keep coming back. How about you and I in an exploding barbed wire?
And they show like,
We have not seen a match like this in 25 years.
I know very little about the
Oh, my
exploding
God.
barbed wire death match.
電流爆発デスマッチは設置した爆弾に触れると大爆発し、それだけでなく有刺鉄線に触れると切り傷、そしてまた
It's going to be a match that we're going to remember for a long, long time because of the violence element, because of the unknown element, and because of the two athletes being involved in it.
ケニー・オメガさん、そしてモックスリーさん、あなた方の決着戦にとっては素晴らしい試合形式だと私は思います。
So unpredictable. You're dealing with a plethora of inanimate objects, notwithstanding the fact that the ring ropes will be replaced with barbed wire.
We're in the middle of some very secret plans to construct what we're calling the Moxley Extermination Chamber.
I know this is all designed to destroy me, but with so much at stake, with my honor, my pride, it's my responsibility to take Kenny Omega out. If that means this is the end of my career, then I can't think of a better way to go.
and that was it. That was it with the barbed wire death match explanation. What it is, and what to expect. And so yeah, right after this, we had a match. It was a 6-man tag team match, which was my match of the night. And so yeah, we had FTR. That's Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, and making his in-ring return after 32 years is Tully Blanchard with JJ Dillon, legendary manager of the Four Horsemen, JJ Dillon in their corner versus the Jurassic Express. That's Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marko Stunt. And so yeah, we started off the match. We had Blanchard. He attacked Stunt. And we had chops and European uppercuts to Jungle Boy from Harwood. And we had Jungle Boy. He was trying to fight back, hit drop kicks on FTR. And then we had, so the Jurassic Express that was taking control of this match. And then we had JJ Dillon from outside. He handed Dax Harwood something. And so we didn't know what it was. And so they zoomed in, like right after Harwood hit Jungle Boy with it. It was JJ Dillon's shoe. So he handed Dax Harwood his shoe. And so he hit Jungle Boy with the shoe. And so Harwood, he went for the cover. And then Jungle Boy, he kicked out of that. And then we had Tully Blanchard. He tried to go for a tope suicida. But he faked it. He faked the tope suicida. And so right after that, he just started strutting like Ric Flair. And so, yeah, I thought that was funny too. And yeah, we had Wheeler. He tried to hit a Vader bomb on Jungle Boy, but Jungle Boy, he got his feet up, and his feet hit Wheeler right in the face. And then we got a hot tag to Luchasaurus. He took out FTR. And then we had Luchasaurus. He threw Marko Stunt onto Tully Blanchard. And we had a double German suplex to FTR from Luchasaurus at the same time. So a double German suplex to both Cash and Dax. And then we had a Hurricanrana into a power slam. I think it was on Cash. And we had a tornado DDT to Luchasaurus from Cash outside of the ring. and we had a flog superplex frog splash combo to Jungle Boy. So the old Power and Glory finishing move, tag team finishing move. And we had a slingshot suplex to Marko Stunt from Tully Blanchard. And then we had a spinning heel kick, not a spinning heel kick, but a spinning kick to Blanchard from Luchasaurus. So at first, Luchasaurus, he was about to go for the choke slam. He was about to choke slam Tully Blanchard, but he went for his spinning kick instead, the tail whip. That's what he called it. So he hit Tully Blanchard with the tail whip. And then at one point, we had Jungle Boy. I think it was Jungle Boy. He dove outside the ring, or he tried to dive outside the ring, but somebody in the hood, somebody that had a hood on, somebody had an AEW hoodie on, got in the way. So Jungle Boy ended up knocking into the guy with the hood. And so, yeah, the hooded person was walking away. He was crawling away. And we had the commentary team that was saying, oh, I think that was the cameraman. And so I was like, man, that ain't no cameraman. And so, yeah, right after that, you know, the referee was distracted and stuff like that. And so that cameraman ended up hitting Jungle Boy with something. I think it was with the camera, I think. It was with something. He hit Jungle Boy with something. And so, yeah, we had FTR, we had Tully Blanchard, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood hit a triple spike power driver to Luchasaurus to win the match. So Tully Blanchard, he covers Luchasaurus. I don't know why they had Tully Blanchard pin Luchasaurus, but I don't know, man. But yeah, he pinned Luchasaurus for the 1, 2, 3. So therefore, FTR did win the match, and that was it. Very, very fun match. Very fun match. Best match on the show for me. And so, yeah, right after that, we had the hooded person. So they were all celebrating. You had FTR, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, Tully Blanchard, and JJ Dillon. They were celebrating together. And so, yeah, the hooded person got in the ring. He took the hood off. He was wearing a mask, too. So he took the hood off. He took the mask off. And it was Shawn Spears. And I was like, I knew it. It was Shawn Spears. And I asked that last week. I asked in my last AEW Dynamite review, I asked, man, where is Shawn Spears? Where is Shawn Spears? And here we are. Shawn Spears showed up tonight on AEW Dynamite. And that was it. And so right after this, we had Tony Schiavone. He introduces Paul Wight, a.k.a. The Big Show. And so this is what Mr. Schiavone had to say. Or Big Show. Or Paul Wight, whatever you want to call him. This is what he had. This is what happened.
Raise your hand if you saw this turn coming.
Oh.
You know, honestly, Tony, you know what? You've known me since I had long hair and a bright future. So we've known each other a long time, and I just want to say how incredibly happy I am to be here at AEW. Thank you. Definitely. Starting out on TNT, and then I get a chance to come back to TNT after all this time. It's an unbelievable honor to be here, and I look forward to working with the amazing talent here at AEW. And you and I have an opportunity to work together, because Tony Schiavone and I will be heading up a new show on AEW called Elevation. Where I will get a chance to do a passion of mine and do some great color commentating on some amazing AEW talent. And just so you know that I'm taking my color commentating job seriously, Tony, you're not the only one that gets the big scoops, buddy.
Really? What do you mean?
I have the biggest scoop ever. This Sunday at Evolution, AEW is going to hire
Evolution.
on a contract a Hall of Fame worthy talent that is a huge surprise and a huge asset to AEW. Yeah, but listen, it's not who you think. But this Sunday, you're going to find out who it is, and I want you to know that I knew who it was first. Tune in to find out who we get.
So a new person is coming in. And yeah, I have to correct the Paul Wight is Revolution, not Evolution. Sunday at Revolution. But I think he got the names mixed up because he's doing AEW Dark Evolution. But this Sunday is AEW Revolution. But yeah, that was it. And yeah, so that gives you another reason why to order the pay-per-view. You have a big announcement. Paul Wight does. I'm about to. I keep calling him the Big Show. I'm getting used to calling him the Big Show. And so yeah, that was it with that. And right after this, we had a match. It was a women's match, and it was the finals of the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament. And so yeah, it was Nyla Rose with Vickie Guerrero in her corner versus Ryo Mizunami. And so yeah, with the I really don't care about the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament anymore, cause my pick got eliminated, man. I went with Thunder Rosa to win the whole thing, but she's not even in the tournament. And so I was like, you know what, man? I don't even care. And so yeah, they were going back and forth with strikes. And we had at one point we had Ryo Mizunami. She was doing her theatrics, and she started hitting moves on Nyla Rose, and then Nyla Rose caught her with a big boot, and then she followed that up with a tilt-a-whirl power slam. And then Rose, she took control of the match. And then right after that, we had Ryo. She had a guillotine leg drop on a ring apron, and so they played this up on commentary during the AEW Eliminator Tournament. That's how Mizunami advanced. That's how she beat Aja Kong in the tournament in Japan. And so yeah, she tried to do the same thing to Nyla Rose, and Nyla Rose, she ended up making it back into the ring at 9. She rolled back into the ring at 9. And so yeah, right after that, we had Mizunami. She dropped a leg drop on Rose. Rose kicks out, and so they were going back and forth with chops. And we had Nyla Rose. She had a Death Valley driver to Ryo. She kicks out. And then we had Nyla Rose. She went for her draping diving knee drop to Ryo, and she kicked out. And then Vickie Guerrero, she was losing her mind, screaming and stuff, you know, because she can't believe it that Mizunami kicked out. And we had an exploded suplex to Rose. And we had a superplex to Ryo. And we had Ryo. She had a German suplex on Rose, and she followed that up with a spear. And we had Ryo. She had a guillotine leg drop to Rose to win the match. So Ryo Mizunami wins the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament and will face Hikaru Shida at Revolution for the women's title. Now, I was shocked, man. I was absolutely shocked that Nyla Rose lost. That they wasn't going to get the win to Nyla Rose. I was like, man, they're going to give it to Nyla Rose. Because first off, dude, she beat Britt Baker. I think Britt Baker was everybody picked to win the thing. But she ended up beating Britt Baker. And so, like, you know what? Maybe Nyla Rose is going to win. Maybe Nyla Rose is going to win the tournament. And, yeah. This whole tournament, dude, this whole tournament was a waste, man. They should have had Impact women in that tournament. Instead of having the people from Japan that nobody knows. The whole tournament would have been better if you had the Impact Knockouts division on AEW, on an AEW tournament. You could have dragged out some people from there. You could have put a Jordan Grace in there. You could have put a Deonna Purrazzo in there. You could have put a Kiera Hogan or a Tasha Steelz or anybody there, man. You could have put them in that tournament. It would have spicing up that tournament. But no, they went with the Joshis. And so yeah, right after the match, we had Hikaru Shida, who was at ringside, who was the AEW Women's Champion. She was sitting at ringside by the trophy, watching the match. And so yeah, she grabbed the trophy and she presented the trophy to Mizunami. And so yeah, they were shaking hands. Who shakes with their left hand? But yeah, they were shaking hands. They shook hands, and we had Ryo. She ended up hitting Hikaru Shida with an elbow strike. And then Hikaru Shida hit her back. And so they were going back and forth with elbow strikes. And so Hikaru Shida ended up dropping Ryo. And that was it. And so yeah, I did not care about this match because I did not care about the tournament. Because my pick got eliminated. So at that point I was like, I don't care. I don't care about the freaking tournament anymore. I don't. Now who wins that Revolution between Mizunami and Hikaru Shida? I don't know. But if I had to take a guess, I'll probably say maybe Mizunami. Maybe Mizunami, but I have a feeling they're going to keep the title on Shida. But yeah, that was it. It was a good match though. Don't get me wrong, it was a good match, but didn't care about it. Did not care about it because my pick got eliminated, and the whole tournament just seemed like a waste. And so yeah, right after this, we had Tony Schiavone. He interviewed Sting, and so Sting said he's ready. He's ready for the street fight. And so yeah, he was talking about Brian Cage and about him getting powerbombed last week by not last week, maybe it was last week, weeks ago on Dynamite when Sting got powerbombed by Brian Cage, and Sting was talking about, oh, it got all the rust out of me, and now I'm ready. I'm ready to fight at Revolution. And so yeah, right after that we had Ricky Starks. He interrupted Sting, and this is what he had to say.
You've shown something that I hadn't seen. You came in here and you tore this ring up. And I am man enough to admit to you that I saw something that all of us hadn't seen in a while. And that is fire from Sting. And guess what? I'm also man enough to admit that Sting, you still got it.
Stark's trying to talk his way out of this one?
I don't know. Tell him the truth, though.
But I still stand behind what I said, and that is, you are no icon.
Oh, stopped him in the face. Sting bites him back.
Ricky Starks showed no respect. Now he's getting beat out of his shoes.
And Sting sends Starks across the ring, a clothesline.
And then coming out of the corner with that clothesline. Man, this is a... Sting's just manhandling Ricky Starks. That's no easy feat.
Starks in there.
And so yeah, Sting, he attacked Ricky Starks, and then he attacked Ricky Starks, and so yeah, he attacked him, and then Will Hobbs, he ended up coming out from the crowd. He tripped. I saw him trip and fall. He fell. So it was Hook and Will Hobbs come out, and yeah, Will Hobbs, he tripped and fell, and he got back up. He got in the ring. He slid in the ring, tried to drag Starks out of the ring, and we had Hook got in the ring too. He tried to attack Sting, but Sting ended up taking him out. And we had Starks, he taken out the ring, so Hobbs took him out of the ring. And so we had Brian Cage came out and attacked Sting. He tried to powerbomb Sting like he did weeks ago. And so Darby Allin, he came out, his music played. And again, I don't know why that music need to play. Just run out to the ring. Like you see somebody getting beat up, why do your music need to play? Just run out to the freaking ring. They do this all the time. They do this all the time with this guy, and not just Darby Allin. Everybody. Why do these people need to come out to their theme music? Like if it's during a promo, you trying to interrupt somebody during a promo, or you trying to save somebody from getting beat down. Why do their music need to play? Just run out to the ring. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Darby Allin, he came out with his music, and they double team Brian Cage. Sting and Darby Allin, they double team Cage, and Sting ended up hitting a stinger splash on Cage, and Darby Allin, he followed that up with a missile drop kick, and that was it. And so yeah, that was it. And yeah, that was it with that. I'm just waiting for the match to be here. Just ready for this to be over with. You know, Sting and Darby Allin, they need to win this match. And so yeah, that was it. And so right after this, we had a qualifying match, and it was the face of the Revolution ladder match, qualifying match. It was number 10 representing the Dark Order, number 10 versus Max Caster of the Acclaim. And so yeah, oh yeah, I'm sorry, number 10 with -1 Brody Lee Jr. in his corner versus Max Caster. And so yeah, we had number 10, he rolled up Caster, he kicked out, and we had a crossbody to Caster. And then they were fighting outside the ring. We had Caster, he sent 10 into the outside ring post, and so his shoulder hit the ring post. And so throughout the match, we had Caster, he targeted 10's shoulder, and we had 10, he was fighting back. He had a spine buster on Caster, and he hit a springboard spear to Caster, and Caster he kicked out of that. And we had Caster. We had Caster. He hit a brain buster. He hit a brain buster to number 10. And then we had Caster. He tried to go for his finisher, claim to fame, I think it is. And yeah, he tried to go for his frog splash, not frog splash, an elbow drop, claim to fame. And 10, he rolled out of the ring. He rolled out of the way. He moved out of the way. And so yeah, we had 10. He hit a powerbomb to Caster, and then Caster he got his foot on the rope. And then right after that, out of nowhere, man, Jack Evans of the Hybrid 2, he came out, grabbed Max Caster's boombox, and just smashed the boombox over 10's head behind the referee back, so the referee did not see it. And so Caster he went for the cover. 1, 2, 3. He pinned number 10 for the win, and that was it. Max Caster he wins the match and will be added to the ladder match. And so right after the match, we had Matt Hardy, big money Matt Hardy. He came out and he had an envelope. He had a green envelope in his hand that said 4,000. I think it was like $4,200 or something like that. And so he paid off Jack Evans. He paid off Jack Evans to take out a member of the Dark Order, number 10. And so yeah, last week Hardy he said that he's gonna hurt every member of the Dark Order. So he sent Jack Evans as a hired gun, as a mercenary to take out 10. And so he ended up getting paid for it. And so yeah, that was it with that. And in the main event, we had, hold on just for a second, let's see. Yeah, I thought we had something else. Oh yeah, Miro. I think Miro he had something he wanted to say. Yeah, he was talking about Chuck Taylor, and that he gave him a chance to fight him. I guess I really much didn't pay attention to what he said, but he basically saying that he's gonna beat Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy at Revolution. And so yeah, that was it. And so yeah, right after this was the main event, and it was Matt Hardy and Mark Quinn, big money Matt Hardy and Mark Quinn versus John Silver of the Dark Order and Hangman Adam Page. And so yeah, this was the main event, and we had Quinn and Silver. They were going back and forth. We had Page, he tagged in, and then Hardy he tags out. So throughout the match, we had Matt Hardy. He was avoiding Hangman Adam Page because they have a match on Sunday. And so we had a back body drop to Quinn from Silver. And then we had a double back body drop to Quinn. So Quinn, he landed face first. And so Silver, he was throwing Quinn around. He was throwing Quinn across the ring and stuff like that. For John Silver's size, he is very strong. He's a short dude, but he's really strong. And so Matt Hardy, who is the illegal person, he had a side effect on John Silver on the ring apron. And so we had a hot tag to Page. He took out Quinn. Hardy still trying to avoid Page, and Page he followed that up with a one-handed spine buster to Quinn. And then Page he had a Death Valley driver to Quinn. And so yeah, we had kicks. So yeah, we had Silver he kicked Hardy over and over and over again, and he followed that up with a brain buster to Hardy. So Hardy he kicked out. And then Silver he had a missile drop kick to Mark Quinn. And then we had a double team move to Quinn from Page and Silver. So they hit, double team moves on Quinn. And then Page he hit a buckshot lariat to Quinn to win the match. And so yeah, when Page was going for the cover, Matt Hardy he did not stop the pin. He did not save his partner. So he was just staring at Page. And so that was it. And so right after the match, we had Page. First off, we had Matt Hardy. He grabbed the microphone and he just attacked John Silver and Page from behind while they were celebrating. And so he started beating up Page with the microphone over and over and over again, bashing the microphone in his head, saying that, tonight was a trap and you fell for it. And so he was like, you're not going to beat me this Sunday and stuff like that. So he started beating Page up. And so the Dark Order, their music played. Again, I don't know why these people music need to play. Just run out to the ring. Yeah, the Dark Order music played. They ran out to the ring and they ganged up on Matt Hardy. And so the heels they came out and attacked the Dark Order, who are baby faces. And then so the heels they attacked the Dark Order, and then we had the baby faces, they came out and even up the odds. So basically it was a brawl it was a casino battle royale. It was contenders for the casino battle royale, and they were fighting. And so it was a huge brawl that ended off the show, and that was it. And yeah, it was okay. It was okay. The main event, it was okay. The brawl the brawl was chaotic and stuff like that. But it was good. It was a good show tonight. But the match of the night for me was that 6-man tag team match. 6-man tag team match was the best match on the show for me. For me, it was the best match on the show. The Cody Rhodes and the mixed tag team match, Cody Rhodes and Jade Cargill and Shaq and Red Velvet, or Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet and Shaq and Jade Cargill. You know, it was a good match too. They surprised me, dude. I did not. I was expecting this match to be bad, but it was a good match, man. It was a really great match. But yeah, that was it with Dynamite. And so yeah, so Revolution is this Sunday. So yeah. So yeah, that was it with the Dynamite review on the Ryan Awesome Show. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, man. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell, so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out, and so you don't miss out. So make sure you click that bell, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you don't miss out. I'm here each and every single week. And comment down below. Tell me how you felt about this episode of AEW Dynamite. And share this video. Share this video with each and every single person that you come across. And yeah, that's it. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'll see you guys either Thursday or Friday for NXT. For NXT, I'll be reviewing NXT. And I'll be watching it. And also, I have some huge news on Saturday. On Saturday, I'll be doing a prediction video. I'll be doing a prediction video with one of my friends, Rated R for Wrestling. I'll be on his show. We'll be live. We'll be live at 2 p.m. Central Time. And we'll be talking about Revolution. We'll be talking about the predictions, who we think gonna win the matches. And so yeah, don't miss out. Don't miss that. And make sure you subscribe to his channel. I'll put his channel in the subscription. So make sure you check his stuff out too. And so yeah, man, that was it. That was it with AEW Dynamite. And yeah. And if you missed last week's episode of AEW Dynamite, my last week's review on AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right up here. Right up here. And yeah, and follow me on Twitter. And follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. Ryan Awesome Show. At Ryan Awesome Show. And so yeah, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and once again, thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's that.